An Offshore Tax Haven Guide. Chapter 1. Offshore Tax Havens 1. How to get money out of the country. If you live near the Canadian border, or if you're a Canadian living near the American border, you start a bank account in the other country and go over every month or so depositing several $100s into it. That way the taxman or the courts can't get it if they want your money. Just don't leave a paper trail to it. Get your money in cash, buy all travelers' checks and go. You're supposed to declare anything over $9,999 when you leave, but what they don't know won't hurt them. Buy all money orders in denominations of $1,000. Send them to yourself to a post office box you previously rented in another country via the highest security level with a delivery service. I saw a TV show where the drug dealer bought his own Western Union franchise and hired people to send money transfers all day long under $10,000 using random names from the phone book, all to his Western Union shop down there in Colombia. If you got a trusted friends in a foreign country, send money transfers to get the cask out of Canada or the US. I don't know what the policy is on leaving the country with gold, how much you're allowed to leave with without declaring it. ATM cards have made it easy to take your money out of your home country. Just fill your bank account up with money, go to country X, withdraw a bunch of cash from the ATM every day, then deposit it into a bank account you start there. If the feds come asking you about withdrawing all that money, tell them you had a good time spending it. Get a high limit on your credit card or debit card. Go to the other country and drain the max every day. Open a bank account or money market account with international ATM cards, preferably Cirrus or Global Access. Visa is also good. They have Visa ATM cards. Get a money market account with overdraft protection and a cash Visa card. As long as you got money in your account, you can get money at ATMs worldwide. Just keep draining that sucker. The US as tax haven for non-Americans. If you aren't an American citizen and have made your money legally, the United States is a safe country to put your money in because the American government won't touch it. If you earn the money in the United States, there is a tax unless your home nation has a tax treaty with US. Mail drop, mail forwarding, virtual office services worldwide. A mail drop is a front address you use rather than your home address. People don't just use mail drops to send mail, remail it and receive it. Some use them to do offshore banking and protect their money from taxes and lawsuits in the country they're residents of. Some people want privacy for one reason or another. Mail drops help you stay anonymous. These companies are basically mail drops, meaning they'll act as an address for you and pass your mail on to you anywhere for about $20 a month. Go to EdenPress.com, which offers books on mail forwarding services. Some of these companies pass phone messages on to you. If you pay high vehicle insurance, registration, etc., there's high income taxes in the state you live and you don't own a home, you can use a mail forwarding service to establish permanent residency in another state like Texas, which doesn't have a permanent residency requirement. This helps you avoid those high fees. If you're a Canadian or American and want to do business in the other country with an address in that country, go to the library, to the phone books there, or on the internet yellow pages, find a mail forwarding service so you'll have all your mail mailed to their address and they'll forward it to you. Before you move, obtain a mover's guide from your letter carrier, local post office, or on the Postal Service website at usps.gov/moversnet. Complete Form 3575, change of address order, and deposit it with your local post office. If you go away for more than 30 days, you may want to use the hold mail service. Ask about it at your local post office. Some banks overseas act as a mail drop for their account holders for an extra fee. American Express, AmericanExpress.com, offers its cardholders a free mail drop service at their offices throughout the world. Ask for the booklet, American Express Worldwide Traveler's Companion. When overseas, you can either rent a post office box through the postal services of countries overseas or use a private secretarial service to collect your mail. Look in your local phone book under mail forwarding, mail receiving, or telephone answering services, which often do mail forwarding too. Maildropnet.com/maildrops domistuff.com, myvoffice.com, bnl.com/mb, delivery, mail forwarding, mailbox rental, continentalrelay.com, Australia, crimetime.com/online, go to mail drop, dublinmaildrop.com, executivemaildropservices.com, global-virtualoffice.com, hiddenamerica.com/maildrop.html, lct123.com, 888-666-6444, mailboxes.com, mailcentro.com, maildrop.co.nz, maildropdirect.com, St. Vincent, Caribbean, maildropdirectory.com, maildropguide.com, mbe.com, minimarket.com/mailboxes.hdm, Sweden, nationalmailboxes.com, offshoresimeple.com, orlandomaildrop.com, panamag.com, Panama Virtual Office and Panama Mail Forwarding, pomaildrop.com, mail, fax forwarding, voicemail and remailing services from Singapore to any location around the world, postnet.net, privatemaildrop.com, private-services.com, ptclub.com/maildrop.html, ptshamrock.com, reputablefirm.com/maildrop.html, securitymanufacturing.com/mail_drop.htm, swissmaildrop.ch, mail, fax, and phone forwarding services, UPS Store Plainsboro.com/mailbox.htm, mail forwarding, mail drop, mailbox, Plainsboro, New Jersey. Chapter 2. Offshore Tax Havens 2. Closely held insurance company/CIC. Another offshore asset protection device is what are called closely held insurance companies/CICs. They are legitimate insurance companies that get licensed to sell insurance in the United States and get registered with the IRS. Individuals, small business owners, professionals, and corporations buy them to shield some money there. You essentially buy your own insurance company and insure yourself or your own company against malpractice and other liabilities, thus taking a tax deduction every year for this legitimate cost to your business, insuring yourself against liability. The money you pay to your CIC grows tax-free in the company which you, of course, own, or you can take the money out and pay only long-term capital gains taxes on it. Any money you spend to set up this CIC reduces the assets on record in your company while keeping this money completely safe, so it's a form of asset protection too, because it's not considered a part of your company but a separate entity that you buy insurance from. They say Bermuda and the BVI are the best places to set them up. Try the following terms in search engines. Closely held insurance company. Captive insurance company. Captive Insurance Companies Association. CaptiveAssociation.com. amsb6.com/ams-grp/insurance_what_is_a_captive_insurance_company. Anguillainsurance.com. Archipelagoinsurance.com, Bermuda Captive Insurance Company. AssetProtectionBook.com/captive_insurance. AZCIA.org, Arizona Captive Insurance Association. Bahamas.gov.bs/BahamasWeb/Business and Finance. BartlettActuarialGroup.com. bccia.com/ci-op.html, BC Captive Insurance Association. Captive.com. CaptiveGuru.com. CaptiveInsurance.info. CaptiveInsuranceCompanies.com. CaptiveInsuranceCompanies.net. CaribbeanInsurers.com. Cyberhaven.com. DelawareCaptive.org. Gibraltar.gov.gi/gov_departments/finance/captive_insurance. ifsaglobal.com/capinsurance.htm. lowtax.net. mimsintl.com. yourcaptive.com. Offshore company info. An offshore company is a company formed in an area with relaxed tax laws. Among the most popular are the British Virgin Islands, the Cayman Islands, Nevis, the Bahamas, Barbados, the Isle of Man, the Channel Islands, Jersey, Guernsey, near France and Panama. The general concept is that these countries generally do not impose tax or extremely low tax on companies formed there as long as they don't do any business in that country. According to the American government and other Western governments, if you file personal income tax returns as a citizen, it's global taxation, meaning that all your income is taxed regardless of where it is earned. The problem with this law for the government is what they don't know won't hurt them, and for people who want to cheat their national tax man, they simply set up a corporation in a foreign tax haven, which makes it difficult for the tax agency of their home country to first find the money, then secondly to take the legal steps to recover it. Many people start offshore companies for another reason. They might pay the tax man in their home country, but having their money in this tax haven, they protect it in a process called asset protection from lawsuits, lawsuit judgments, debt collectors, and the like. Offshore trust. You must be knowledgeable before you start one, and if you start one in response to current legal action against you, it will most certainly be viewed as fraud conveyance, so do it before anything happens. The structure differs little from an American trust. You can put your money there and use it as a base to invest in international investments. Legally, you have to pay American IRS taxes on all interest earned in a foreign asset trust. Section 679 of the U.S. IRS Code requires that 4 conditions be met for you to pay taxes on the money in your foreign trust. They are: an American citizen transfers assets to a foreign trust. The transfer to the trust is made, either directly or indirectly, from the American citizen. The trust has one or more American beneficiaries. The trust is located in a foreign country. The offshore financial centers/OFCs of many countries have created offshore trusts that will give you some privacy and asset protection from creditors and lawsuit judgments in the United States, but will not legally protect you from paying income taxes on your earnings. The law states that you have to pay income tax on all money earned worldwide, with some exclusions for foreign earnings, a lower cap. What you do with it after taxes is your business. If you want to put it offshore to protect it from possible creditors and lawsuit judgments, that's your business, but if you put it there without paying taxes on it first and attempt to hide it from the IRS, that's illegal. But then again, if they don't know it exists or can't find it through a computer search like they can easily do with domestic assets, then they can't charge you criminally for evading taxes, nor can they take that money from you, so you can play it legally or illegally, whichever way you want. It's up to you. I'm just providing information. Offshore trusts go by a number of different names, such as Asset Conservation Trust, Creditor Protection Trust, Foreign Grantor Trust, Foreign Trust, International Trust, Offshore Asset Protection Trust/OAPT, Offshore Trust. People create offshore trusts to protect themselves from possible IRS tax judgments, lawsuit judgments, creditors, and divorce judgments. The offshore trust is a foreign version of an American irrevocable trust, meaning once it's set up, you, the grantor, cannot change it. The advantage is that it's out of the United States, which means that almost no agency, including the IRS, or no creditor from the US will ever get their hands on it unless they go to great difficulty to get it. You simply go to a tax haven nation like Nevis, go to a bank, a trust firm, an offshore corporation, a chartered accountant, or a foreign estate lawyer, where they set up this trust for you with them appointed as your trustee. In some countries, over and above the trustee, there is the appointment of a protector who oversees the trustee and replaces him should something happen. If you want extra protection, instead of you being named as the grantor in the trust, you can use your foreign lawyer or a bank manager as the nominee grantor. The way to legally bypass paying taxes is to have a bank or company in the foreign company set up the dummy foreign corporation for you, for a fee, wherein you transfer your assets to the corporation and the corporation sets up the trust. Therefore, the trust was set up by a foreign entity, not an American citizen, which means that you don't fulfill these 4 conditions, so legally, you're off the hook to pay taxes. Simply go to the library, get Polk's directory of banks, copy some bank addresses down in the islands or anywhere else with a stable government, then send them letters or faxes explaining your intention and wait for a response. There's a fee to set up a trust or dummy corporation, like a few $100. Ask about nominee agreements. They know what you're up to and they're all set up for it. They can form a dummy corporation for you, set up a trust or an account where you can make unlimited transactions which cannot be traced back to you. This is a simple explanation, but that's basically how it works. Buy a book or two to learn a little more about it. Barring hiring an expert to guide you, that's the way to do it. I must warn you that many so-called asset protection/tax haven experts are con artists who simply want to scam you out of your money. Based on a documentary I saw, it appears that the IRS are watching this more closely. They caught one guy, a prominent businessman, getting on a plane to Bermuda with a bag of undeclared money from his supermarket business. They got him for income tax evasion. The cash is what gave him away. He could have just bought money orders in increments below $9,999, or he could have just bought a bunch of money orders and sent them by registered mail to the offshore bank, or he could have taken a cash deposit out of his credit or ATM card. His own supermarket probably had a money order service in it. The Caribbean banks are very good about not disclosing any information to nosy IRS agents. If you don't feel comfortable giving one trustee all that control over your money, you have 3 other options. 1. Set up an IBC, International Business Corporation, which is a foreign corporation. Make it owned by the trust, but now as the manager of the IBC, you control the assets. 2. Appoint yourself, your spouse, a friend, your adult children, or anyone else you want as CO trustees along with this foreign financial services company. 3. Set up the trust but keep it a shell trust with very little money in it. Then when you feel a lawsuit looming in the United States, quickly wire transfer your money into it. I read an article stating that the Nevis Limited Liability Company, Nevis is a Caribbean British Commonwealth island nation, is equal, better, and cheaper than offshore asset protection trusts. Try the follow terms in search engines. Nevis LLC. Nevis Limited Liability Company. Also try these terms as an alternative to an offshore trust. Bahamas Limited Partnership. Panama Private Foundation.